Of course, of course. It says we are live. What's up, guys? What's up, resellers? We are live. I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna take off these sunglasses, maybe. Hope everybody's doing all right. We are. Let me just make sure the chat is set correctly. Yes, 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 yes. We are coming to you live to talk about some reselling. What's up, Reno? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Glad you could make it. Glad you could make it. We are going to talk about reselling. Maybe some Q&A stuff. I don't know. I didn't really prepare anything. That's me. That's my fault. Uh, not sure about what we'll talk about, but I'm sure it will be interesting. And maybe we'll get 8 or so likes, thumbs up, and that'll be fun too. What have I been up to? So what has it been, a week? It's been a week since my last live, right? Last Friday. I think we're gonna start doing this Friday at 8. I prefer Friday at 8. I almost forgot about this one. But I think Friday at 8 is a better time and is a better, like fit. Hopefully, uh, everyone feels the same. If you guys don't, just say so. Not like there's too many people um, in here, but yeah. What's up, Sherry? I'm gonna, yeah, I think I got it clean now. Yeah. I don't know if that's me. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Two people that are consistently around. Um, I don't know what to talk about on this live. So let's see. We'll see if we can focus, man. Okay, let's see if we can focus. Can we focus? I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Um, what's been going on? What's been going on? We have gone to a bazillion, not a bazillion, but a lot of stores. Gone back to some stores. We've been getting some action figures. Um, what else have we been doing? We've been doing a lot of merchant fulfilled listing. Uh, so we've been doing a lot of that. Um, Getting ready to send a pretty decent sized shipment into Walmart. And I don't know why this keeps doing this. I don't know if it's like a focus thing or what it is. It just keeps like dimming out and then getting bright. I don't know if this is just my phone, if it's the actual live or what is happening. We need to get it together. These things are just technically fraught with misadventures. And yeah, they're just blurry. See, there you go. Right. Junk. Junkity junk junk. Seeing if I try to mess with where the camera is, it's gonna be an issue. Is it blurry still? That's what I should have started off with. It looks blurry as shit. On my end even. Why? I don't know. If I mess with it, where the X out button is right where the camera is. See? See that? You see that? Better? Dude. I need to get some better phones. That's probably part of it. Part of it. Part of it. Let me see if I can X this out here real quick. You're gonna stare at my nether region. See if we can clean this camera area off. There we go. Maybe better. What do we got? Even better? Maybe better? All right, so back to what we're talking about. It's always an adventure, you know what I mean? So, what have I been doing? I have been putting together some shipments. Gonna go send a bunch of stuff to Walmart. Um, Is there a purpose? Look at, we need to simmer this live down. Okay, so I can focus better. Is is my camera being stupid? Like I can see it, like it does like weird stuff with the lighting. Like it just keeps trying to change the brightness. I don't understand it. Like it goes dark and then bright. Does it keep doing that over and over again? I don't understand it. Like I see it, but I don't know if it's actually happening. What's up? Um, Light keeps changing. Yeah, that's like it's like not really happening. I mean, not a lot. I mean, it keeps focusing up. I don't know if I need to be farther back. Let's see if I can sit my seat farther back. Let's see if that helps. See if that helps. Seat farther back. No, it continues to do it. Look at light, light, light. See? Doesn't matter. I mean, barely doing anything. Barely. Oh my goodness. Uh, yes, dark then bright. I know, right? Okay, let's do this. I'll just barely get in the picture. How does that look? Better? There we go. Okay, so at least it's a constant light. I'm not. There's no way I'm gonna get some kind of light thing. I mean, this is not gonna happen. Some ring light or something. There we go. So it's like a constant thing. So it's not like trying to adjust. Okay. So back to what I was talking about. More about me. All right. Enough about this YouTube stuff. So I am getting ready to send in a pretty decent sized shipment into Walmart. Um, we've been going back to a bunch of different stores, picking out certain items. Kroger, Meijer, Walmart. I've been to more Walmarts than I want to let anyone know. As of very very recently. Let's see. We went to a couple different stores. You've seen the videos. We did a Home Depot, a Five Below. That was interesting. Um, YouTube stuff. How's the audio? Can you all hear me? Can you all see me? That's my Harry Potter. Um, let's see. The Five Below was interesting. Some decent stuff there. Yes, sounds. Sounds. There you go. Sounds good. I was like, sounds. There's sounds and stuff, bro. Um, the Five Below is interesting. Reno actually found that listing for me, but it doesn't look like they sell. I do like that item. I think that it's interesting. Um, just don't think it sells. If it does, I'll go buy it, but I don't think it sells. They had more than one. A couple of those things I probably would have bought had I like spent more time. Probably would have dug deeper into that bin of movies, games, mostly the games, not the movies. If they had more games in there for $5, that's not a bad thing. But basically, the same stuff that I picked out there would be the things that I would look for. Definitely, definitely branded items that say, branded things on it. If you don't know toys, then you don't know toys. If you don't have kids, then you don't have kids. If you don't know whatever, then you don't know. But if you've got, like, if you know about cleaning products or whatever the fuck, right? You should do that. You should buy those items. Scrub pads. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you know. You definitely want to sell and buy and purchase items that you know. Everyone tries to buy shit and sell shit that they don't know, and that's when they get in trouble because you don't know shit. You don't know anything. You barely know anything when you start. You don't know anything. You know even less trying to sell stuff you don't know. It's like you're not, you know, bruh. Right. Exactly. I have no idea. I have no idea. I mean, seeing them on the floor, that's about the extent of it. Um, right, right, right. Well, he's out of commission, so I'm gonna have to take over his spots, his honey holes. So as soon as he sends me those addresses. Uh, so yeah, so the knowing things is a big thing. You got to know what you're trying to sell. Automotive stuff. I say this all the time, but it like never. It always amazes me reading the comments of people in other people's like reselling videos and stuff that I see that I watch some. or just read through the comments trying to kind of help people. It's amazing how many people um, don't understand how to resell. It's amazing how much people who are reselling don't understand how to resell. It's like a fucking travesty, really. And I get very agitated about it, and I'm not going to go on a whole fucking rant about it, but it really just drives me kind of crazy. There's a lot of fucking chuckle fucks out there giving bad advice, and I don't know how to like critique it and or just not care about it. I don't really, it's not really affecting my life, I guess. But I just hate seeing it over and over again. And it just starts, stay in your own lane or whatever the fuck. I don't know. It just starts but wearing on me. Like just, they don't even answer the comments from the people that are like, man, I really need to know how to do something. And then like they're fucking ghost people in their comments. It's wild to me. But these same fucking goof shits are the ones subscribing to these other fucking chuckle fucks. So what are we doing here? The perpetuation of fucking, idiocy? I don't really understand. I don't really understand. I don't understand, number one, why people would subscribe to somebody that doesn't respond to them, don't respond to comments, don't respond to any questions that they might have. Simple fucking questions that take you 5 seconds. They'll skip over them, fucking skip over them. It doesn't really make any sense. I don't get it. You can't answer every dumbass question, I'm sure. You're not that fucking popular, all right? I mean, most of these people, even if they got fucking 65,000 subs or 20,000 subs, they get about fucking 10 comments. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's really responded. They don't have very much interaction. And that's kind of like some of the stuff that we run into a little bit, obviously much smaller, but there's very little interaction. And trying to change that by just, answering a lot of stuff. There are very few people that resell in general that have videos that actually respond to people. Um, the thanks for watching and all that stuff's great, but if you're not like actively giving them good advice, I think it's because they don't want to give up too much. They're trying to like sell a fucking course or something or do some kind of promotional something or other. Um, Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if anybody on here, we've got two people on and I don't even know why I do these vertical lives anymore. It's not fitting. It's not becoming of me. I mean, it just really is, should do them the wider versions, I guess. I don't know. Um, so for the two people, the only people that are on here, we're going to talk a little bit about the Patreon. So the Patreon is, I put a third tier on there. Um, Easy there, Yana. Um, I put a, go line not deep. That's right. Going for girth. Um, the I put a third tier to the membership on Patreon, and I thought about it. I left it on for, I don't know, maybe a week or something, and I just have taken it. Oh well, I didn't take it down. What I did was I just unpublished it so you can't see it. But I also made those available to the paid members. Some of these items that I was looking at. Um, I gotta stop tapping on my dash like I normally would. Um, so I published it to, or I allowed the paid members to see these items, UPCs, some items that I've purchased. Um, and then I thought about it and I'm like, I fucking am not going to do this, right? So my main thing is this, okay? So my main conundrum with this thing is this. I don't want to fucking do it, okay? So that's the main, number one. Number one is about me, okay? I don't want to do it. It's going to take too much fucking time. And also, is the value going to be good enough? I don't know. And I don't want to have people paying X amount of whatever with an expectation. Um, I'm worried about what I do already, and delivering some kind of value. So I don't like the idea of trying to like push myself to give UPCs and bolos and things like that. The main thing is I don't really feel like doing it. It's going to take way too much time, number two. Number three is it going to provide enough value to be worth it? Now, the price could be cheaper, it could be higher. I don't know if it was like 35, it could have been 25. I lowered it or something, and then I was like, nah, I'm just going to get rid of it. Um, because number one, is I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. Everyone is doing this for their memberships, and I don't feel like doing it. I'm not going to try to give UPCs. It's just going to be a fucking waste. It's going to be a waste of time. By the time you guys actually get them, is it worth it? I mean, people were like, oh, for members only, I can give you the things that I'm buying and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, that sounds all right. I'm not, I'm, sort of into that. And then the more I thought about it, the more I thought, but almost all of these things aren't going to be where I am or where you are, I guess. So they are where I am, but not where you are. And so that's going to be the main issue. Um, if if they are where you are, then you're too late probably. Like you're too late. Yeah, that'll be yeah, that'll be the issue with that. I don't know. Who the two people in the chat can let me know whether they care to see UPCs and bolos, right? It's like real blurry. Is it that blurry, really? It's like real blurry. Is it that blurry, really? There you go. Yeah, it looks pretty fucking blurry. Real blurry. Is it that blurry, really? No one's even watching. You guys put me on. Nobody even watches. I don't even know why I'm doing these lives anymore. Nobody even cares. Nobody's on here. It's that blurry. Okay. So nobody even cares, right? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Um, yeah. Nobody cares. It doesn't matter. I'm tired of doing them. I might not do lives anymore. I care. No, you don't, Jerry. No, I'm kidding. You do. I know you guys care. The problem is that this uh, does take effort, right? And so, like, it's like, what is the value for anyone if I gotta make sure this light stays in? What is the value for anyone? I don't know what value I'm giving. Um, I do appreciate you guys sticking around, but even on this, normally we'd have people coming in and out, but we don't. Like, there's no new people coming in and out. We got 680 some, I don't know fucking know, what is it, 800 or 600 and something. Um, we'll probably make it to 1,000. We'll probably get 4,000 watch hours, and be able to do the members only. But if no one is even engaged in this stuff, then what is the purpose of doing lives? Um, I can go to the stores and show people lives. Do I have to like repeat what I do for the algorithm? Let's see. Let's see if somebody hops in. Ready? Amazon, Walmart, eBay, reselling, FBA, WFS, Walmart, listings, eBay, Amazon. I'm just gonna keep repeating it. Shipping your packages into Amazon. Shipping your packages into Walmart. Amazon, Walmart, Amazon FBA, Amazon FBM. I can show you how to make $100 million in 6 weeks if you buy my course. Dropshipping? Of course. Of course, of course. When I post this stuff on the Discord too, I post it on the Discord. I post it on the posts for the community, for the lives. And this vertical live segment is supposed to, which the problem with this is the reason why it is also blurry is because this is only in 720p. So you can only be in SD or whatever they are, unless you buy a software. So it's going to be super blurry. It's going to be not as good as a horizontal live, the horizontal live. And yeah, and then no one comes in anyway because it's supposed to be sent in the feed. And 20 minutes in, we've got two, which I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. I do appreciate you, promise. and no one else comes in, right? So it doesn't even kick off very well. Um, is it because I'm not just showing bolos or UPCs or like spoon feeding people products and items? I don't know. I don't know. Um, anyway, let's be done with that. Okay, let's be done with that. Let's talk about the items that I've been getting. I sent the items to you, Reno. I don't know. I know you've been busy. I know you've been busy. Um, Sent those couple of ones to you to see. What else? Anything else really spectacular going on? Uh, same old, really. I mean, I got an. Oh, so here's an exciting thing. So I was invited to go on a live with a pretty prominent channel. They got like 60,000 subs. Um, so I'm supposed to do that possibly next week sometime. Just depends. Like it's supposed to be early in the morning, and I do not know if I can do it. It's supposed to be like 8 in the morning. I'll let all you guys know beforehand. It's supposed to be like 8 in the morning my time. And then yeah, gonna talk about reselling and basically retail arbitrage because I mean, let's face it, I'm the man, right? I'm the man. I'm the man when it comes to retail arbitrage, right? Um, there's lots of people doing it. Richie's out there starting to do it a little bit more, which is nice. Good to see him out there. Good to see him out there. I've been hopping on a couple of his lives when I get notifications of them. Um, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Uh, yeah, there's some decent resellers on that one. Let's see, who else? I don't really see too many people. Justin came back. Oh, that's a big one. Justin came back. Well, he's not back, but he talked about why he was back. Or he is back, I guess, or starting to be back. He sold his entire Lego set, or well, he kept some, I guess, but his entire Lego collection is what he sold. His garage flooded or something, and he had some kind of tear or some kind of something injury of some sort. Um, no, something on his ear. It wasn't a tear. It was like an ear. I think he like hurt himself too. He was like playing pickleball or some shit with some old people. Anyway, I watched this video. I always like Justin from the Flippin' Accountant. He was fun to watch during the vid, doing Lego flips. Obviously, I like Lego, so that was fun. Lego video games, stuff like that. Calm, collected, normal. Um, Much different than my behavior usually. So it's fun. What else? Anything else? Does anybody in the chat have any questions? I look blurry, I'm sure. The SD camera, vertical. I'm not talking. We got 25 more minutes for an hour-long live. I'm not talking the entire time. I'll drink this water miming. Ever seen? One of my buddies was like, managers at a store was like, he's like, every time I see you on a live, he's like, you're like this, eating food. Anyway, notes down that said, we'll do a Q&A. No, I think it's actually in the description. Q&A, and then like, what do you guys want? What do you guys want to see? What do you guys want to see? We get plenty of engagement on our shorts, on our videos, all that stuff. On the lives, it just ain't working out. It just ain't working out. Everybody who wants to see me go live in a store, probably. And that's fun. But the only stores that go live in are fucking Walmart and Meijer. And I can't show you everything at Meijer, so it's not going to be fun. And not everyone has a Meijer. Everyone has a Walmart. But you can't just, I mean, I go to too many of them. I go to too many stores to get stuff. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. If there was something there, I would tell you, I would show you. Because it wouldn't matter because you wouldn't have it in your store anyway. Right? So, I don't know. No one's even here. Even the people that are here are not here. Oh. So what else? Oh yeah, the Walmart's dumpster fire clearance. Walmart's dumpster fire clearance. I thought those thumbnails were clever. YouTube allows you to do three thumbnails, three thumbnail testings. So you can put up three thumbnails. You know what that does though? It prevents me from using those thumbnails again. Well, it doesn't actually, but you know, if they didn't work on that video, what are they going to work on the next video? Probably not. Who knows? I don't think so. Craig and them. No, it's not the signal. It's the fucking vertical chat. It's the vertical. Excellent on my end. It says excellent. No. It's just blurry, I'm sure, right? Just talk to myself. Um, you have to keep refreshing. Yeah. Is it like glitching out? Glitching out. I don't know. Can like try to do something here. There we go. So anyway, anybody want to talk about anything? Sourcing, how the deal's going for anyone else? Um, no. All right. Well, this was interesting. I don't know, next week maybe we'll go to Target or something. We'll see. Um, we'll see. I don't uh I don't want to keep doing these lives if they're not gonna like nobody's gonna be on here. If nobody's gonna be on here, I don't want to keep doing them. It's just, you know, believe it or not, I have other things to do. I know it's a surprise, but yeah, I can go live in stores just on random lives. I mean, that's fun. That's fair. I mean, these ones don't get in, these scheduled ones. I mean, unless you've got a bigger audience, I guess, they don't really get much. And as much as I love, uh, being on camera, I don't really want to talk to no one. And I don't know how much these get watched because usually when I look at them after they are published, they don't get too much. I mean, some of the main lives do, like the ones in store, but it's not a lot, and it's not as much as you would expect. This might sound like I'm pissing or whining or something. I'm not. I'm just really like, if I think that if we have something to talk about, that's fine. But for me to just get on here and talk about just only what I'm doing, I'm not one to just talk about myself really. So it's not fun for me. If there was like an interaction, I like that a lot. Knowledge being transferred, that's fun. Something that is beneficial for everyone, I think is important. But me just talking to myself for an hour is not, it's not fun. Sherry, always quick with the comments. I appreciate it. Thank you for the comments, for the questions. I was wondering, do you delete items from your inventory when you sell out right away? Or do you wait a while to see if you have returns? Depends. Are you going to resell the item again? So if you plan on reselling it again, or you plan on doing replens, like getting replens. So there's a difference between FBA and FBM. So I assume we're talking about Amazon. Um, if you're talking about Amazon, I if it's FBA, and I don't plan, if it's a one-off and I don't plan to resell that again, I delete it. Boom, done. Listing gone. If it is merchant fulfilled, FBM, um, I would absolutely um, keep it if I plan on getting more. But the same thing goes. If I do not plan to sell it and it's a one-off, I will absolutely delete it. The fear and the worry is the same fear and worry that everyone has, which is for some off fucking chance that Amazon decides um, that Amazon decides. No, I'm a reseller, Christina. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm a reseller. Um, you just buy. Yeah. Give me a second. I'll answer that. So on the off chance that Amazon just gets a bug up their ass about something once docs or once whatever, or you get in trouble by the brand or whatever for shit that just sits in your inventory. Because if it's not deleted completely, then you still have, even if it's on. No, I don't just buy clearance. But even if it's on, let's see. So even if the item is listing is closed, like the listing is, you have none to sell, right? Amazon doesn't think that that is good enough because you could still just hop on the listing because it's still in your catalog. Okay, if that makes sense. So it's still in your catalog. It's not in your inventory. You don't have inventory of it. It's catalog. Um, they delete right away if they don't replan. Right away is a stretch. The whole thing about getting returns, you don't wait for returns, right? You go into it expecting to not get returns, and even if you do get a return, um, and it goes back in, through FBA, even if it goes back through and it's returned, it will sit in your stranded inventory, and then you just create a listing with the same exact SKU. You don't have to know the SKU. If it's an FBA, you just it says make a new listing, like new listing, like make a new listing. So you just make the new listing, even though you've deleted it. You make a new listing. It will still have uh, the same basically FN SKU, right? So it's the same. It's logged and categorized the same as the inventory, regardless of whether you delete it, because they already have it in. It's on your stuff. It's already in there, even if you deleted it. So no. Do I just buy clearance? No. What are the best stores to source? The best stores to source, ones that have cheap clearance. uh, it just depends. It depends on where you are and what you have. So every store is a good store. Almost every store you can find something. If you can't find something, you're not doing enough sourcing. So go to enough stores, you'll start learning what stores work and what stores don't work. Demographically, stores work better in certain areas. They don't work well, some don't work well in the north, some don't work well in the south, east, west, whatever. It just depends on what you're looking to buy and what you know to source. Um, People will often go into reselling and pretend like there is nothing to resell. That's fucking stupid and nonsense. People will go into reselling and pretend like there's nothing to buy, there's no good deals, and blah, blah, fucking blah. That's not true at all, right? You will strike out. I mean, you're absolutely going to strike out. That's not, you're going to strike out, but not every store is the same way. So, not every store from, even in the same town, even in the same city, you go to 5 different Walmarts, 4 different Walmarts, 3 different stores in the same town. You hit up a TJ Maxx, you hit up a Ross, you hit up a Marshalls, you hit up a Target, you go to a Walmart, and you go to a whatever. And then when you go to those, 4 or 5 stores, you're going to find many, many, many different things that are not repeatable things. Um, They're not repeatable all around. They're not repeatable to different states, different zip codes, different areas. I mean, different poverty levels matter. Whether it's in, the, the hood, or whether it's in, a nice neighborhood or whatever. Wherever the store is does matter. But you look for certain things once you start doing it. You look for certain things in certain areas because you know it's going to be there, right? Um, Certain things don't sell in certain stores, so they clearance them out all the time. Um, if the store you go to doesn't have a very big, lake or fishing place or whatever, you can find a shit ton of fishing poles. You can find, hunting gear. If you're in an area that doesn't do outdoorsy stuff. If you're in a city, they're not going to be selling a shit ton of fucking camping tents and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. So you'll be able to find deals that go on clearance pretty regularly in those stores. Now, conversely, if you go to a store that is right off, one of the lakes or a river or a big fishing area or hunting area, you are not going to find those same deals at that store. It just doesn't happen. But you'll find other things, more posh things that other store doesn't have. So hopefully that makes sense, I guess. Uh, so are you still selling on the Walmart platform? Absolutely, yes. How does that compare to Amazon? So Walmart's a million times better. So here recently, I can't fucking keep doing the inbound shipment fees. I can, but I'm not going to, right? I don't need to, is the other thing. So like, unless there's a reason why the money would be better, that's the only reason I need to, like, the money's got to be better. Isn't doing me any fucking favors. So they're not trying to better my business. They're not looking out for me and my family. So I got to go where the money is, and the money right now is with Walmart. Um, Amazon is still the preferred platform because it sells like that, right? But not everything sells like that. Some things on Walmart sell like that. So you got to know what it is. And I'm still dabbling in that because it's like a ever flowing kind of thing. Amazon's pretty much figured out, right? You got pretty much been doing it long enough that you got to pretty much figure it out. There's some surprises. Obviously, some things sell stupid money, and you're like, whoa, that's crazy. But most of the time, you're like, yep, pretty much expected. Um, Expected sales, expected ranks, expected, inventory levels, things like that. Walmart is still the unknown as far as what really, 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 really sells. And I've had weird stuff really, really, really sell, and then I've had things that I think are going to sell, not sell. So, like, not sell as well, as fast, as quick. And so that's an issue. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, I mean that would be the main thing. Walmart not uh, having like a sales rank and things like that. It's crazy. Uh, right on. I appreciate it. Thank you. I know I was a little bit Debbie Downer there for the beginning of this video. I appreciate the comments. It's important to have some interactions. What are the best categories? If not, it's just me talking for an hour, which is silly. I talk to myself all day. I don't need to do it on camera as well. What are the best categories? So the best categories for me, um, toys, electronics. What's the close? Probably baby. And then like in there somewhere is like some beauty, and then in there at 5 is like what would be 5? That's a hard one. Um, like sporting goods and stuff like that, like those kind of things. You know, Camping, sporting goods, that kind of stuff. I mean, you can kind of go crazy like with that stuff. Um, it's not really a category. I mean, I guess it is. Um, yeah, electronics, toys for sure. There's a lot of variety. So you get a lot of variety things. But I will absolutely sell anything. Don't let these guys talk to you about how I won't sell bras. I've never sold a bra, by the way. I don't do much clothes. I just don't get into clothing. Clothing's high return, right? Clothing is high return, and I don't like fussing with it. It's like a fussy thing, and I don't like fussing with it. I like messing with it. It's all particular. sizes and variations and colors and buttons and blah blah blah. It's just too much. It's just too much. I can't do it. I can't. Have I sold clothes before? Yes. Um, I've sold clothes before. You won't look at them. Oh, avert your eyes. Um, I can't do clothes, but I have sold clothes before. It just is. It just is too much. It's too much messing with. It is like the sizing and all that stuff, and then you start getting it because I don't really know clothes. I don't know clothes. That's why I don't sell clothes because I don't know clothes. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea or understanding of what I'm even doing. Um, so yeah, I try not to. But every now and again, be something that I find like the what is it? Like the Levi's skinny jeans that are like the gold label or something. For I don't know, fucking a buck 46 or something stupid. So I couldn't not do it. You know what I mean? So I just had to. I had to buy them. Bought a bunch of them, sold a bunch of them, 20 bucks a piece, 19.99 or something. And that's worth it. I merchant fulfill those because I don't feel like polybagging them and sending them in and whatever. So it's just easy enough. They're light enough. They were like kids and women's sizes too. So you know, light. They're not like guys' jeans where they're heavy. Um, yeah, that's that. That is that. Did I already say I got invited onto a show? That was exciting. That's exciting. This person's got like 60,000 subs. Skinny jeans still a thing. Yeah, I guess around here, I don't know. I mean, they weren't a thing because they were on clearance, but they're Levi's gold tag or gold label or something. Gold label? I don't know, something like that. Um, but yeah, they sold fairly quickly. I think I had one return. I think I had one return. So yeah, one pair left over out of I don't know 50 or something. You gotta see me in some skinny jeans. Yeah, so like one return I think out of all those, so it wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. The uh the other thing I got, a couple other things I got returned were like what? Like oh, I had like a pair of have I talked about this before? These headphones, these like Bluetooth wireless headphones that I had. I think they're called walkers. Um, They are like ballistic ones too, so where like they have sound and stuff like that. Um, they're rated for X amount of sound decibels or whatever the fuck. But you can also hook them up, to your phone, listen to the radio, blah blah blah. So this person kept buying them, and Amazon kept giving them the wrong one over and over again, supposedly. But I think that this fucking jackwagon didn't know what he was buying over and over and over again. So he returned them like 3 different times. I never got like in trouble for it or anything. He just kept getting them. They sent him another one. He returned it. His reason for return was they sent me the wrong ones, and then he did it like 3 more times. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I only got one set of those too, but I kept them. So um, yeah, so that's interesting. So I kept them. So yeah, um, yeah. Amazon's ability to just be a pain in the fucking ass all the time with their fucking emails. It's like never ending. Um, Another update about inventories. Another update about what did they send me? Another thing about inventory levels. What else? There's a bazillion of them a day. The what do I want to talk about? The increase in fees, the change in fees. Um, What else? What else can Amazon possibly do to keep squeezing resellers? I will not continue to piss and moan about Amazon. Uh, I will every single time. I will probably at least one thing. I don't remember what I was looking at. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know. What do you do with FBA returns that Amazon says are unsellable and unsellable items? I talked about this before, but what I do with them is I either number one, I will if they say they're unsellable and they actually send them back to me. So there is an option for you to have Amazon do light repacking and light taping, glues, things like that. They will be able to repackage, not necessarily repackage, but fix the packaging up into a certain point. That's their discretion to resell the item and put it back in your inventory. This is a small fee. They also offer this for certain sellers, I think for free. Um, but it might be a certain fee, and I don't really give a shit. Sure, it's cheaper than sending it back. I think it's a courtesy. It might be a courtesy for fee, but anyway, I believe it is. Special. Maybe it's just a courtesy. I think let me believe what I want. Um, so they, what I do with it, okay, with it, it's junk or whatever, it's torn up. So I ordered it, took it apart or whatever. I want to get reimbursed for it, right? Um, if you have to open an A to Z claim, you can. I don't really fuss around with it too much. If it's sellable, they'll reimburse me for it, right? So if it was through FBA, if they don't reimburse you, of course, there we go. We're back live again. Is that better? Hopefully. Um, I don't know where I went in and went out. The Yeah. So hopefully you'll be able to resell that on eBay to recoup some of your investment. That's what I would do. That's what I do with certain things. I go down the line. Walmart offers used items now, and I still have not, now that I'm talking about it, I still have not opened up a case for that. I need to do that. When do you suggest to start and stop sending inventory for Q4? So you should absolutely stop sending, never stop sending it. That's the thing. Never stop sending it. If you have so much stuff that you need to stop sending, um, yeah, most resellers do not. They kind of pretend, sort of, kind of, right? At least people on YouTube. There's some big sellers. There's some big sellers. But as far as stopping, sending in items, that's horseshit. People don't stop sending in items. If it's seasonal, then yes, right. So you should stop. If it's seasonal items, stop sending them in because you're not going to get them there in time. Definitely before Thanksgiving. I would say September, October. I don't know, first week of November probably. Um, maybe even sooner. Maybe maybe Halloween, cut it off. If it's seasonal. If it's Halloween stuff, obviously, you know, obviously you missed the boat. But it's hard to say. Some people just have different business models. So it's like sending in inventory during certain Q4s is not the same as other people sending it in. So it can just be different, very, very different. Um, you don't uh, you don't know what other people are selling unless they tell you. So like unless it's a seasonal item, I would never stop sending it in because it sells immediately after. So you get a lot of returns from the year, but you also get a lot of people buying, and you want your stuff to be in FBA. You want it to be inventoried, locked in your inventory stack um, for January, because what happens in January? January is the biggest selling, buying, returns, buying. People have gift cards, people have money, people get, lavished with gifts they don't want. They want to return them, they'll buy something else. You know, like I said, gift cards and all that good stuff. So you definitely want to do it then. Uh, you know, have all your stuff in. So, you know, yeah. But that's what I do with returns, and that's kind of what I do for Q4. You ramp up for Q4, obviously send as much stuff. You want to, you know, have nothing, have nothing, have nothing. And if you can, do FBM. You know, some people are out there doing crazy FBM. If you want to be stupid busy around the holidays and you don't feel like you want to have any kind of family time, if you don't travel, if you don't do any of that stuff, sure, you can go crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I don't. I don't want to be merchant fulfilling orders. You know, 4 days before Christmas or something. You know what I mean? So yeah, yeah. Normally, yep. January, February. February's pretty good. Uh, yeah. You know, obviously, you know, November. You know, October's pretty decent with Halloween. October, November, December. November and December should be your best months. If they're not, you're who cares? Fucking, I don't know. They don't have to be your best months. You could sell everything. You could sell everything and kill it in the summertime, kill it in the wintertime. You know, it just depends. And also, here's the other thing: not everybody celebrates Christmas, right? People buy a lot of shit, but not everybody celebrates Christmas, and not everybody celebrates Thanksgiving. So, really choppy. I'm gonna try going out and coming back in. It's just me, probably. I'm sure. It is just me. I'm sure of it. Um, I guarantee it's just my signal because I'm sitting in my truck and I'm not actually close enough to real Wi-Fi. So I'm using a hotspot. It looks pretty choppy. Look at that. Look at me go. So yeah, I don't know if it'll auto connect if I kick it off and kick it back on. Want to see? Let's see. If I lose you guys, any better? Any better? Probably not. It looks grainy as fuck over on my side. It looks grainy like it's vertical from like an old ass fucking movie or something. Like you're trying to do the fucking rabbit ears is what it looks like. Even on my side it looks bad. So yeah, we're gonna have to up our Wi-Fi game, our hotspot game. We're gonna have to definitely up all of our games. Does it look bad? It still looks bad. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate the questions, uh, Christina and Sherry, of course. Reno pops in at the beginning and then dips out on me. He's got bigger fish to fry, bigger bugs to squash. I'll see you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. And as always, I will catch you guys in the editing. Bye.